Mr. Levesque, you're on, sir.
Well, for the record, I'm Don Levesque. I'm the DPW Director in Salisbury, and it's always a pleasure being in front of the Board of Selectmen to do the presentation of the Department of Public Works and the Honorable Neil Harrington. First of all, I will just bring the board up to snuff with the snow removal operation. As of this time, we have spent $70,000 of our $100,000 budget. This time, last year, of course, we had the ice storm. We expended $130,000. So we're ahead of the game this year. Obviously, we have $30,000 remaining, and hopefully, if everything goes well, as the town manager has said, he has spoken to the man up above, and hopefully it doesn't snow that often. So things are working pretty well. I'm very proud of my staff, the contractors, and everyone, and the residents of the town for helping us in the snow removal effort. Moving along, as you people have probably noticed that we've utilized the Essex County Sheriffs Dept pretty often this year. Some of the tasks that we performed with them and with work in coordination with other agencies, the planning board and the planning department and others. We did the comfort station, painted the comfort station, did the town hall. As you can see, it turned out very well. We still have a lot more work to do, at least a final coat. I know the planning department is spearheading with one of my staff members to get that done. When they did the town hall, they've actually not only painted it and scraped it, they also did some minor construction work. The major window that's at the front, that whole savings is a savings of upwards of $40,000. So again, kudos to everybody involved, especially the Essex County Sheriff's Dept. They were also very heavily involved in the rail trails. I think Jerry will attest to that, throughout the area we cut some brush. We even shoveled some of the walkways when we had time with the Essex County people, and that went out very well. I'll move forward to the recycling center. The recycling center averages, it's open on Saturdays. We actually cut the day on Wednesday due to budgetary issues. We average 65 to 70 cars on a Saturday. We just put in, or we will be putting in tomorrow, a paper retriever. Give Leah a lot of credit. She and others are very involved in the recycling world, and we believe it's a trial period, and we'll see how it works. The town's going to yield a few dollars on this, but it's like a dumpster, a couple of dumpsters that earmarks the paper products. They get picked up, and again, gets recycled, gets it out of the waste stream, and we'll make a few dollars in a process. In November, we had a household hazardous waste collection, very successful. We had 109 cars. The year before, we had 50. A lot of it is due to the weather issues, but this particular season, it worked out very well. We'll move on to the Parks and Recreation. Town has a very aggressive Parks and Recreation Committee, as well as people who work within the Parks and Recreation purview. And I'll give them a lot of credit. I'm part of it, but let me tell you, I'm the minor one. It's the other 4 or 5 committee members that really put a lot of effort, and volunteers that put a lot of effort in the Parks Department. And I'll just give you a couple of reasons why I'm saying that. They worked with us and a lot of other people, so I don't want to just name 1 or 2 because there's a lot of other people that are involved in this, but the Tot Lot, that was finished in the end of October, as well as some drainage in the area behind Memorial School. If anybody has gone to flag football, that Tot Lot is being used constantly, so that's definitely a positive. We had our first fall hayride. It was generated by the Parks and Rec, Mr. Richenberg and others, and Jerry and others helped us with that. That was very successful. We are starting at the end of the month the adult recreation program. It's a volleyball program between the hours of 6 and 7:30 on Thursday at the Boys Club. There's no registration. We want to see how that works out. We'd like to, as the Park and Recreation Committee stated at a town meeting, that we want to move the recreation and the parks activities to the next level, and we just want to see how that's working out. Boys Club has been very, very accommodating, so we'll give them a lot of kudos. So that's happening at the end of the month, and we're going to see how that's working out. And lastly, we're preparing for the Easter egg hunt. I think most of you people here have seen the Easter egg hunt. They've seen the results of it, very successful. People always ask, when is it going to be next year? And we've just started doing those type of things. Parks and Recreations also work very hard with the Salisbury youth of the town of Salisbury, from the baseball softball league to the flag football league. The youth baseball, they're starting a new program. I'm familiar, but not familiar enough to talk in detail about it, but it's basically a 70-90, it's a section of the Little League youth program that enables someone to steal the bases, and there's a special name for it. Like I said, I'm not that familiar with it, and I'm sure the Park and Rec, as well as the youth baseball, softball league, can explain it much better than I can. Rail trails. People are using the rail trails. Again, Mr. Clymer and others have been very involved in the rail trail scenarios. And every selectman here, and the people that aren't here tonight. They worked very hard coordinating the areas by the Lions Park, as well as the ongoing rail trail that will be just about finished within the next few months. And DPW has been involved in that, but there's a lot of kudos that go to the above-mentioned people that I've said, and the state of Mass Highway and others. So if anybody has been down there, it's one heck of a great-looking facility. All right, moving on. We got upcoming projects. People have always asked me, when is the Hilton Center parking lot facility going to happen? That's going to happen this year. I think I mentioned it briefly at the October presentation that I have. We would like to do everything all at once. We cannot. So Hilton is a top priority, as well as working with the Harbor Commission on 3 items. 2 of the items have been fulfilled. The third one, as Mr. Pike has mentioned earlier, hopefully we'll get this lift and the pier straightened out within the next month. So the Hilton Center is an issue we have. 2 of the items out of the 3 for the Harbor Commission were we put up a fence. We didn't put up a fence. We submitted bids for a fence around the Frieden Fells area that the Harbor Commission has acquired. I think if you take a look at the fence, it's a nice looking fence. It's secure for their needs. That's been done. We reviewed the floats. The fire department has been gracious enough to offer their services to build the floats, working with the Harbor Commission, and we reviewed the plans for the floats, and they're in the process of starting that. So that's working out. And then the last thing, as I said, is the lift. Other areas that we are going to be doing this year is the Farley Mill drainage area. There's an area in Farley Mill between Black Snake and Elmwood that we improved some drainage, and we need to finish that project. We're doing a mud knock road between Ferry Lots Lane and 110, some upgrades in that area. We're doing Old County Road pavement, the town pier I just told you, and Douglas Ave, the finished paving of that area. Again, I can only stress how the department works with other departments. It's community, and the word community is unity. We're definitely communicate very well with various departments within the town hall. If you've seen the Maple Street project, that's gone very well. There's still a few little things that need to be done to finalize that. What people don't understand, they see a pavement, they see a sidewalk, but they don't realize we also upgraded the infrastructure. We put in new water services there, and we also improved some of the water mains.